Alright, everybody, Natsu here again. We got My Hero Academia, chapter 250. I just reread last week's, and it was a tense chapter. We start off with the three, Bakugo, Shoto, and Deku, all kind of talking to Burnin, and she's asking them if they've caught Endeavor yet, and they're like, no, we're close, and Bakugo's like, I'm the one that was close. And Shoto's like, just remember that feeling, guys. Today's going to be the day. And then they're out chasing him, trying to beat him to anything, and they're not able to. Every time they get close, he speeds up, and they're just kind of getting frustrated. And then, this is where the meat of the chapter is. They finish up, Endeavor rescues everybody, and then they go to Fuyumi's for dinner. And it's just tense the whole time. Shoto, isn't enjoying it. He notices his brother Natsu is there also. And they're all eating, doing okay. And then Fuyumi asks about food. Or no, she asks him how it is and everything. Deku starts overanalyzing the food, and Baku's like stop, come on, man. And then they compliment the cooking, and Natsu says she's a good cook because she took over for our cook who retired. And she points out Natsu used to cook, and Shoto's like, I ate your food? And he's like, maybe not. My food's a little rich. Endeavor might not have let you eat it. And then things just got tense from there. Endeavor said something, and everyone got tense. Natsu was like, okay. He stood up. He's like, I sat at the table. That's like, I did the most I could do. I can't handle this. And he leaves the room. It just gets real tense. And then we cut to after the dinner. Endeavor's doing dishes, and then he takes a couple of plates and he walks out of the room. And then Fuyumi and Shoto are talking about stuff with their dad, and he says he thinks of the scar on his mark as being his dad's fault, not his mom's fault. And he mentions his mom, and she wrote a letter, and she sounds like she could be discharged soon. And she says she won't repeat the mistakes of the past. And then Bakugo's like, you can't say this stuff when guests are over. It's funny, he kind of loses it. And then the three of the Deku, Bakugo talk to Shoto a little bit, saying, hey, Bakugo just says, tell him you hate him. But Deku's like, you want to forgive him, you're just waiting, you're preparing for it. And Endeavor kind of overhears that on his way to a back room with a little shrine and a picture of a little kid, and he says, I just wish you could be here, Toya. And we see a picture of assumingly a child of his that is dead, sparking massive Dobby theories, as you'd expect. The Dobby is actually Todoroki. But so anyway, that was last week. It was intense, and it led a lot into some theories. So here we go with chapter 250. We're outside of a residence. I'm not sure whose residence. It doesn't look like Fuyumi's. Let's see. When I first saw him, all I could think was a blazing crimson flame in my eyes. He always shone so brightly. The one speaking about Endeavor is, and then number 250, ending. We got someone in a striped suit, or striped clothing. Endeavor, do you remember that fateful day where you made even the lively clouds of autumn seem dismal in comparison? That was the day when I first laid my eyes on you, so I'm assuming this is a prisoner, as you captured a thief called Takami. Ever since that day, you've become my hope. Some silhouette looking around a corner in the dark street. 7 years ago, I lacked commitment and was captured alive by you. The one and only thing all humans can choose freely is how they close the curtains on their life. We got a close-up of some eyeball. When I was released, what do you think was the first thing I did? Before even getting food, I came by your place to snoop around. So that's Endeavor's place. Natsu's standing there. We get a look of whose ever eyeball that was, and they look like they've got some armor stuff on their head. Almost looks like a shredder or something, kind of poking around a corner. We got Deku, Bakugo, Shoto, and Fuyumi sitting around a table. Your brother, Fuyumi says, "Ah, so you haven't talked about him." Shoto says, "There was never any need to." Fuyumi says, "Natsu had always gotten along with Toya. They used to play together a lot. It happened right around the time when Mother was admitted to the hospital. As a result, her condition got even worse, and she stopped seeing Shoto too. But now, she's gotten over it. She started seeing Shoto again, and ever since, our family has been moving forwards. Natsu is the only one who can't seem to let bygones be bygones. To this day, he believes that it was Father who killed him." Wow, Bakugo. Well, I guess that explains his attitude. Flashback of him running into Natsu in the hall. Natsu looks not happy. Bakugo thinking, it says, "Fuyumi, I'm gonna head." No, this is Natsu. "Fuyumi, I'm gonna head out first. Thanks for the food." Endeavor says, "Alright, it's about time I send y'all back to school." They're all outside with a car. Deku bows. "Thank you so much for the meal." Bakugo, "Hey, give me that Napo tofu recipe." Shoto says, "I'll have her text it to me." Fuyumi says, "Sorry things ended up like this. Let's talk about school next time." Endeavor says, "Fuyumi, thank you," as he gets in the car. Fuyumi kind of smiles a little bit. "Midoriya-kun." And Deku's like, "Huh?" She grabs his hand. "Thank you for being Shoto's friend." Deku says, "Oh, the pleasure's all mine." Bakugo's like, "Ugh." Shoto's kind of scratching his face. We're in the car, driving away. Endeavor says, "I'm going to need you lot to strengthen up. From now on, in addition to weekends, I'm going to have you work at least 2 weekdays per week, if your schedule allows." Shoto says, "Oh, Uraraka and Kirishima also had something similar, didn't they?" And Deku says, "We still have to study for finals too. Todoroki-kun, help me with my English later, okay?" And Bakugo with his head out the window. "The hell is up with this small-ass car? Aren't you the #1 hero?" Good little boys and girls should keep their heads inside the car. We got some guy holding a steering wheel. That's not Endeavor, though. "Don't complain about your chauffeur, you damn high school brats." Oh, I thought Endeavor was driving. So, because I'm used to American cars, I suppose. He was in what would be the driver's seat. He's in the passenger seat. I was confused. Alright, this dude is driving. "Don't complain about your chauffeur, you damn high school brats. Endeavor, since when did you start letting dropouts ride with you?" Deku's thinking, this is one aggressive driver. Endeavor, "Ever since they put me on top." Kuh? That's the driver. "Some people really let power get to their heads." Kuh? The hell is a kuh? Oh shit. Now we got a silhouette in the street. We're getting closer. Some guy just like with a body and like tape behind him. Almost looks like Eraserhead's like stuff he's got around his neck. "You've got a nice house, don't you?" Is that Natsu? And this is some dude just screaming, and he's got like these bandage things around his head, but it stops here. It looks harder than a bandage though. It's like metal or something. Endeavor seems to be like weird all of a sudden. Endeavor. Oh, Natsu yells, "Endeavor!" So that is Natsu. Back in the car, drop out. Huh? We see some kind of trail fly by the person with the tape. Oh no, the car slams on the brakes. Oh, so that guy's in front of the car, not behind it. So they're coming up. I don't know how I misunderstood that. They're coming up and they see this guy in the street with Natsu. And he's yelling that. And then Natsu yells, "Endeavor." The car slams on the brakes, skids past him. Back in the car, drop out. Shoto, I don't know who said that. Shoto yells Natsu. The chauffeur yells, "Get your head." And then we got I don't know what that's a shot of. And then boom, Endeavor flying out of the car. Oh, that was the door. That's the top view of the car. Door flying open, fire out. Endeavor's already flying out of the car. "Release him!" Do you remember me, Endeavor? This dude's holding Natsu. Endeavor says, 7 years ago, I apprehended you for assault. You had given yourself a villain name. Your name was... Yeah, that's right. Amazing. I can't believe you remembered me. I'm so happy. That's right. It's me. Ending. He's got like a 9 on his head. Like a mask. And he's got this shit around his head. And he's still wearing his prison garb. And he's like, ugh. Because he did say he went straight here. Didn't even stop to eat. I'm wondering why. Oh, that's why. Endeavor flies out of the car, and then the dude tapes up the car. I missed that somehow. And there's a 9. He left a 9 there, too. Ending. Endeavor flying in. But Ending is saying, I'm sorry, Endeavor, but I hope you understand. As I fell down over and over again, you always had everything I could never get. I admired you. And he's still wrapping up Natsu, flinging these rope things all around for Endeavor. I don't have anything left to protect. I'm going to kill this man. So I'm begging you, Endeavor, don't mess it up this time. He's got some like big rope arrow now pointed to Natsu's head, and Endeavor is shook. He says, please kill me. Wow, this dude is insane. Oh yeah, a one-way road to pure insanity. Chapter 250 end. Wow, I don't know why this dude's got a 9 as his shtick, but he's got some kind of power over... I don't know if this is metal, or is this some kind of hard material that he's controlling like this, or is it like a cloth? It seems like a hard material. He's got it like kind of wrapped around his head in a villainy mask kind of way, I guess. And he's got like a ski mask on, but with a mouth hole and eye holes, and it says 9 on it. Crazy chapter. Natsu decides to leave early because he hates Endeavor. He gets captured, so he's sitting here thinking, oh, thanks Endeavor. Why'd I have to come to this dinner to see Endeavor? Endeavor's going to try to save him, but he's shook. But, like, he's already lost his son before, and we don't know how yet. They talked about Toya a little bit. And Natsu liked Toya a lot as a brother. They got along. Apparently they did a lot together. Endeavor saying... thank you. That seemed like kind of a moment. Fuyumi having a moment with Deku. Endeavor telling him, you guys got to get stronger. Like, this isn't enough. Crazy. I'm interested to find out what this dude's power is. I can't tell what that stuff is. Ending. Giving himself a villain name. He says that as if he was like nothing. He was just a chump. But he doesn't seem like a chump right now. We'll see. He just got out of prison. Dude has lost it. Wow. Interesting chapter. I'm really pumped for next week. I like that a lot. That was wild. And he's got, like, there's just this big thing, arrow thing at Natsu's head. And Natsu's totally wrapped up like a mummy. This dude's lost it. Anyway, I hope the chapter... I liked the chapter. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. And until next time.